Alright, hey everyone, my name is Sammy and welcome back to my stream theory playthrough of Assassin's Creed 4, where I will play the game live while also providing analysis and commentary at the same time. As our last episode, we're getting so close to the end, super close. I don't know exactly when the ending will come, but definitely feels like we're getting close. For now, I'm going to let this guy talk. Alright. Well, let me check up on streams here. We're all going smoothly here. Sound is alright and everything. Okay, it looks like we're good. Since we're back into the outside the Animus area, one thing I could look at is messages, any new messages. Surprisingly, no new emails. I guess it just goes to show how less important this outside the Animus side story, parallel story is to the overall experience. You know, last few Assassin's Creed games where you're able to hop out of the Animus, you would get tons of messages and every little detail, every little message, every collectible outside in that experience would contribute to that secondary storyline. So, yes, it's still in this game, it's still here. However, I think something like that's the lack of new messages and overall things to do and collect reflect how less important it is to the overall experience. It is just a very minor sort of side quest or little way to augment the overall experience, but not necessarily as big a secondary storyline as the other games had them before. So, alright, this is actually sticky note number 1. Wow. Manifesto of the Instruments of the First Will, writ by a true disciple this day, 21 October 2013, in anticipation of the anniversary of her ascension. May she guide us into the gray. That's it. Alright. I knew there was a sticky note in there, so I wanted to make sure I collected it. So where the heck are we? Found out that once we're outside the Animus, they must have relocated me without my knowing it. All of these are 3s. What is this? I have 3 different ways to go. Okay, well, I guess just look into everything one by one. This was where I came from, right? Yep. Okay. Alright. One by one. Let's see what this is about. So, like I said, I'm not entirely sure how close I am to the end here, but I am feeling like I'm very close, and if it's the case that I do see the credits today, then I will offer up my final concluding thoughts on the experience. Oh, there's actually a computer hack. I wonder if the computer in the other room can be hackable too. For now, I guess I'll focus on just this outside the Animus experience. Probably the last one we'll see in the game. Okay, there's another sticky note here as well. New Order is a disease, and Juno, may she guide us into the gray, will be our cure. Remember that it was in the 18th century, slipping into the next, that the sickness took hold and men began to believe they were a part, an individual of the organic plan. Men shunned the plan, called us slaves, when we were only fulfilling our duty. Okay. Hack this one too. One thing I like about this particular experience is this hacking game is pretty interesting. The hacking games that we've seen here, and I kind of wish there was more of it. Like, I remember back in Assassin's Creed 2 was the first one that introduced sort of hacking, interface. I bet we're gonna have to find a way into that portal. The portal will probably be the only way to, yeah, make it to the end. Right, there we go. And I've hacked it. Assassin's Creed 2's puzzles, hacking puzzles, were like these elaborate, picture-based puzzles. A lot of them involved reorganizing pieces into one whole puzzle, kind of like just a jigsaw puzzle. And the puzzles have sort of evolved into this sort of futuristic computer interface. It's different. I like the puzzle. I like the hacking in this game, especially since you don't have to do it very often, so you don't get tired of it. I think in Assassin's Creed 2 they had way too much of that for these for the secrets in that game. However, the payoff for the secrets was huge, especially if you did it before the end of the game. It was a really big reveal, and no game since has ever topped the reveals that Assassin's Creed 2 had. Because you know the secret was out essentially about the precursor race, humans. That was the big reveal in 2. Anyway, noble of birth, noble in action, Robert de Sable rose to serve as Grand Master of the Templar Order in 1191. His tenure was short, but his impact was great. Fighting alongside Richard the Lionheart, he said he laid siege to Acre, and he broke Saladin's ranks. Dogged by assassins throughout his tenure, he was ultimately martyred by one such nameless malefactor. Right, so this was one of the big bad dudes in Assassin's Creed 1, going all the way back to that game. Get a little bit of backstory by doing these hacking things. You can learn about some important past details about the series overall. Where I think it's a lot more rewarding if you have diligently been playing through the entire game. Let me see if I can hack this computer. I didn't check. No, okay, this one's not hackable. Just want to check before I move on to it somewhere else. Alright, looks like the main objective is this way, so I probably want to check out these other locations first. Yeah, there's another computer to hack. Is that? No. I think I'm a little turned around here, because all these places look the same, because they're all similar cells, prison cells. What is this symbol here? Like, I guess that's just where I go back into the Animus here. Right, okay. So I went here. That was computer, and went here, hacked that one. So apparently this one has nothing. Maybe just a sticky note somewhere, or maybe I already collected it. Oh, okay. So this dude is also already... That's why. Gotcha. There's already someone here working in his confinement. I'm not sure what he did to deserve. Alright, I think that leaves only one path left. If I'm correct. Well, there's also this path, but... Yeah, I've been here. Did I really look in every single one of these rooms already? It seems like I didn't, right? Yeah, there's a dude in here. You can see him. There's also a dude in the other room, too. This is just my process of exploring, right? So, apologies if this is slow and boring, but I just like to thoroughly go through every room. So 2 of these rooms are already occupied, right? That's why I can't hack those computers. I can only hack computers that are not being used. I don't think there are any sticky notes left to pick up, so might as well keep going here. So far, the outside the Animus experience, this whole Abstergo segment of the game, has been intriguing, but only very slightly, I would say,
We're
because
entering the server room now. When you see us leave, get in there.
the sort of story is very light. The character that you're playing as is just a blank slate. Like, I think it's literally supposed to be you. You're meant to attach to that character directly, rather than being someone like Desmond Miles of the previous games. Alright. What she once wrought hath wrought anew, and will resurrect her into a new form. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Yes, the world and all its digital technology is new, and an expression of her life and her work began over 80,000 years ago, and now she has come to reclaim them. She, beloved, beautiful Juno, may she guide us into the gray. Okay. Interesting. Very close to collecting all of these sticky notes. Before I head to that server room, I want to just check up, everywhere, every location possible. Looks like there are things up there.
Melanie is in there right now, you idiot. Get to the security room before she sees you.
Okay. Hey man, I'm just exploring. I want to make sure I cover all my ground here. And this is the elevator. Now it looks like there's nothing here yet.
Hey, you know you're supposed to be locked up, right? Going back upstairs ain't a good plan.
Okay. But at least there are prompts to say reasons why you can't go places. Gotta do the server room first. Gotcha. So, hopefully, there is an overall point to this Abstergo thing, as far as the story goes, as far as the narrative. What is the narrative trying to do with this Abstergo segment? And I haven't really figured that out. It's been more of a mystery, and I guess that's kind of the point of this Abstergo segment of the game. Mystery is the point. It's meant to be an intrigue add, I guess, to the overall narrative. And I don't know, it's just, I don't think it's developed enough to deserve that intrigue. Like, I'm not really motivated all that much to do this, just because you got to give me something in the beginning to know, to keep me interested, to keep me moving through. And I think that reflects a lot what the main narrative with Edward Kenway also does, or rather doesn't do, because that one also is very light on the narrative drive, and there isn't much to motivate me forward. It's a lot of exploration for exploration's sake much of the time. But we'll talk about that later. Focus on this part of the game now. So, I don't see any sticky notes around. I'll just continue hacking. Alright, so I believe this whole thing is about just multiplication. We're supposed to find 4 numbers here that multiply up to 735. Now that's actually, it's kind of a tough thing to do on the fly. So I think mostly this comes down to a how exactly do I... Crap. Got the controls to this minigame. It's multiplication. If you're really good at math, I guess you could multiply these numbers on the fly. However, okay, here we go. It becomes more of, if you don't want to do the work, if you just want to try and play the minigame, you can also do this based on intuition, looking at the wavelength up top and getting an intuition of how close you are to it. So 735. Gotta find a combination that gets to both. It's probably going to involve a lot of high numbers, right? See, we're getting very close. Okay. Right. So how about 7 and 7? Yeah. Okay. 2 7s, 5 and a 3. Gotcha. And if you multiply that stuff out, that reaches to 735, I think. Alright, let's see. We access the live feed, so...
There's no need for you to be down here by yourself, Miss LeMay. My team will handle the investigation.
But you need an extra set of eyes on this thing, John. We don't even know when the hackers broke in. It could take weeks to go through this data.
1, at most.
Still too long. I can't keep my team locked up for a week.
Legally you can, it's what they signed up for, even if they didn't read their contracts.
Yes, of course. I just hate the idea. So what's the next step?
My team is processing the data now. We'll start sifting through it tonight. Scout's honor. Coffee's on me, okay?
Interesting. It looks like the entire team has been placed under sort of a sort of confinement to make sure we get things done for Abstergo here. Alright. Intriguing. I wonder what... I mean, obviously, I think they're looking for the observatory. They want to... That would be a powerful tool for the Templars in their bid for control over the world. They want to make sure...
Alright, I ditched her at the coffee stand. Find a server containing the network logs. Since I have a record of each and every one of your hacks, we'll just search for the timestamps on those and turn that data into something harmless. Easy as that.
Nice looking, like, futuristic sort of rooms. Everything kind of matches the overall art aesthetic as far as the animus and the sort of present day story goes. Like Abstergo, I guess, has this sort of in-house aesthetic and art style. Or at least that's what Ubisoft is maintaining. The developers of the game are maintaining a sort of art style for Abstergo, sort of light blue colors, cool colors, and these futuristic sort of style with a lot of transparencies. I think it works largely because it contrasts when you go into the Animus back in time to your ancestors' memories, because that you'll see very little of that stuff there outside of the precursor humans, the predecessors. They'll have similar
Here
artistic.
we are. Beautiful. I'll update your communicator one more time. A little program I cooked up just for this purpose. There we go. I think that worked. Try it out.
Is there any sticky notes around here? Probably not. I don't know why this guy's being so pushy. I mean, I'm probably motivated to work along with him. I mean, I don't particularly like Abstergo. My boss is of Abstergo, and from what I've seen, I have every motivation to follow this guy and to say, screw Abstergo. Anyhow, attack this one. So what I'm saying is that guy doesn't need to be so pushy. 1029, so it's probably going to be lots of high numbers. Start at 7777. Okay. That one was a lot easier than necessary, so a lot easier than I thought. Okay. Initiate remote hacking. Alright. Another one of these. A good mix of hacking games in here. And the challenge they offer is pretty good too. Oops. Okay, so this one's like the first break. Then we gotta move fast here. That one was, oh man, too far up. Okay, we'll probably start down here. This one's a pretty good minigame. Oh no, I think I messed this one up. Okay, just barely did it. I got it. Good variety of minigames for the hacking stuff, and because there isn't so much of this outside the Animus Abstergo segments, there isn't so much of it, I guess that's why I'm not tired of it, and I still like these minigames. Alright, I guess we get a sort of important cutscene collectible from the hacking, so I'll let
The
that play.
dawn of the deadly 18th century. Rogues and sailors band together to live their lives by the sword. With no laws or morals, no gods, and no fear. Only betrayal, mutiny, cruelty, and debauchery. There is plunder to be found on golden beaches. Will you risk life and soul to fight the pirates of nightmares? Benjamin Hornigold, Calico Jack, Charles Vane, and Blackbeard?
Alright. That's like an advertisement for their, I guess, their consumer product that they're trying to make. I guess maybe a little extra funds for what they're trying to do here. Okay. Yeah, these are other collectibles you get from hacking throughout the game, and there are some interesting stories going on here. I'd say the collectibles here and like the audio diaries that you get from the hacking are the most interesting collectibles in the entire game. It's a shame that we can only do them so few times throughout the experience, just because the amount of the Abstergo segments is greatly diminished compared to previous Assassin's Creed games. But the my one problem, I guess, with the collectibles here is that many of the audio diaries are far too long, like ridiculously long. However, the stories that they tell are pretty interesting. So I don't usually listen to them on stream. I'll listen to them after, and I find them to be very entertaining. They're almost like long enough to be these radio dramas. So it's really weird, these collectibles. However, I'm liking the story. Continue on.
I can feel you, Cypher.
Interesting.
Feel. But hardly touch. The signal is still too weak, and I am spread thin. Unfocused. Like static in fog. Lingering in networks and nodes, the nervous system of the world.
Can you hear?
Perhaps the temple was opened too soon, but this was not by choice. The cataclysm pushed all doubt aside.
No, no, no! Something's wrong! God damn it! She should be here! Now! Living in that goddamned head of yours! Fuck, 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 fuck! Why did she spare you? Why are you still here?
Not sure what happened there. I think I was trying to look around to see what else was happening. I think it ended a little prematurely. However, the subtitles caught any other things that she was going to say. A little glitch there. I mean, I didn't really move around too much. But I guess I must have triggered some sort of script in the game sequencing to bring up that that the IT guy's dialogue, which superseded the precursor humans dialogue there. However, it caught, it still was being displayed in the subtitles, so didn't really miss what she was saying. Very interesting. What's happening now? If you played Assassin's Creed 3, what's happening there makes a little bit of sense. In that she was essentially a survivor, one of the predecessors that left their essence in machines. However, she ended up it's very complicated what happened in 3. It's difficult to sum up in words. I know it's a big spoiler anyway, so all I need to know is that she ended up retaining retaining control as and surviving, persisting. So her presence here makes a little bit of sense. So I guess I'll. Wait, where do I want to go? I want to go here, or am I going the wrong way? Where's the map? Overall map. Okay, so I'm actually very close to... Right. Is there... I mean... Can I go to the other floors? Right now? Because I have level 3 security clearance, so I could... say... check out the other areas. No, I'm locked out. Okay. So I can't actually use my security clearance. Okay, that leaves me to believe that we're not going to... This won't be the last segment. We're approaching the end of the game. However, there'll probably be one more time where I can head out and access these other floors again and use my level 3 security on those floors. For now, it seems like I have to go back and continue the story here. Alright, yeah, I have to go back into the Animist now. So, these Abstergo segments are very far apart as far as the overall story, the overall narrative, the experience of the game. Kind of wish they were a little bit more
My lord, His Majesty's court contends
prominent, I guess, a little bit more developed.
Mary Reed and Anne Bonny did piratically, feloniously, and in an hostile manner attack, engage, and take 7 certain fishing boats. Secondly, this court contends that the defendants lurked upon the high seas and did set upon, shoot at, and take 2 certain merchant sloops, thus putting the captains and their crews in corporeal fear of their lives.
Edward James Kenway, born of motley parentage in Swansea, to an English father and Welsh mother. Married at 18 to Miss Caroline Scott, now estranged.
She's a beautiful woman, I am told, but not at all well these days.
If you touch her, you bastards, I'll...
Quite a surprise finding you here rotting in a Jamaican prison. We heard rumors that you had taken up with the pirate Roberts.
If you know the observatory's location, tell us now, and you'll be out of here in a flash.
Rogers can hold these British hounds at bay, for a time. But this will be your fate if you fail to cooperate.
You, Mary Reed and Anne Bonny, are to go from hence to the place from whence you came, and from thence to the place of execution, where you shall be severally hanged by the neck, till you are severally dead, dead, dead!
Oh, Ross!
May God in his infinite mercy be merciful to each of your souls!
We're pregnant! Do you all hear that?
What the devil did she say?
They plead their bellies, my lord.
Aye, you can't hang a woman quick with child, can ye?
Quiet! Quiet! If what you claim is true, then your executions will be stayed, but only until your terms are up.
Then I'll be up the duff the next time you come knocking.
Remove them!
Alright, then we get a little bit more about those characters, particularly Mary Reed, who I believe, Mary Reed, right? Who was actually was in disguise as James Kidd very earlier on. I believe I caught that right. I'm sorry if I'm wrong about that.
And that's the rumour going round. As dirty and daft a pirate as ever sailed these West Indies.
Well, whatever his name, gotta make sure he suffers without dying. Orders from the governor. And back to the prisons at sundown.
And massage his feet if he's aching.
Rattle, 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 rattle. All the buttons are just rattle.
Shit detail as ever was.
It's the nature of the narrative in this game is very odd. It's so back-ended. It's so lopsided towards the second half of the game, where the beginning is so thin. There's like it definitely needs, the beginning needs a little bit more rewriting in terms of actually giving you the motivation to continue forward. Okay, so we're going to be saved by assassins anyway.
Do not mistake my purpose here. I have come for Anne and Mary, and you owe me nothing for this. But if you would lend me your aid, I can promise you safe passage from this place.
I'll need weapons.
See, if the first half of the game developed the characters a little bit more, particularly with Mary Read and several of the other secondary characters, I think we'd care a lot more about what's going on with them. Okay, can I loot these bodies for anything? Get visit old friends 2, sabotage alarm bells 3. So events like what we saw there with Mary Read would have been a lot more significant, I think, if their characters were developed a little bit more throughout the game. Now, with that said, there were very significant scenes involving them, or involving Mary Read. Not Anne Bonny, really. There weren't that many. I think there was just one scene we saw with Anne Bonny, but Mary Read definitely was one of the more prominent characters earlier on. Okay, so sabotage some bells, visit some old friends. So, based on what I'm intuiting about this game, there is probably a lot more to the narrative. Okay, probably the best way to get up there is here. That's farther from the end of the game than I thought. However, the sprint to the end is probably going to be more linear, I would say. Okay, are we safe? No, actually, did not want to do that. I just wanted to do this. Every time I press in the stick, I accidentally move the character, and I don't want to move them. Okay, so I can sabotage this bell pretty easily. Let's hide again. What else can I do? Alright, 3 bells, 2 friends. Visit old friends. Okay, I know where we are now. We're actually in Kingston. We're in this second portion of Kingston. Visit old friends. Where are these old friends of which the game speaks of? I guess that'll probably become clear as we go further here. There's an alarm bell over there, I wonder. I think I might see one. I'm gonna be very careful, cautious. Make sure I don't get spotted. So far, this is a very interesting stealth segment. I think I see a blue character there. It might be one of these friends. Comes this way. can sort of spot me sometimes. Yeah, this is a very difficult challenge. I kind of like it, actually. Very easy to get spotted. This is one of the better stealth segments in the game. Big challenge to try and navigate around all these guards. Visit old friends. I see a blue character around here. Let me be a little bit more careful. Maybe I need to get out of here. Okay, I'll find a hiding spot, I think. Whoa, there are tons of guards. Holy crap.
Give it up! He slithered away back in his hole.
Okay, so there's a bell over there. This is pretty tough. If I time this right, I can head back the way I came.
Hold mine.
Okay, just narrowly got out of there. So this is very difficult. I'm not sure if it's possible to not be spotted here. However, I definitely like the challenge. Maybe I do have to take out these guys here. Can I dual assassinate them? Can. That's the only way. Let's hide the bodies so I'm not discovered. I don't know why they just decided to turn around. Okay. Resume my process of hiding the bodies. Especially for the reason that they can be spotted. Like they were just then. Okay, so apparently a blue thing here. I wonder what that means. What does it say on my map? Nothing. Okay, so there's just an assassin dude waiting here. Gotcha. I understand now. But that might have been the friend I was hoping to find. So I do have access to my sleep darts. I should probably use those more often. That would help me out a lot. You know, there are bells on that side. Probably take advantage. Alright. There are guys looking this way. Yeah, this is a very large area filled with guys looking on every corner. That's the basic setup of this scattered throughout, so it's difficult to just easily weave your way through. I mean, I guess suppose you can just combat every single person here, but that would be very difficult. Probably easy to die that way. Or you can go through slowly, methodically, take down guys like this one by one. Let's see. If I take down this dude here. This guy's asleep on the job. This is when I feel most like an assassin, slinking through, taking down guys one by one, you know, making sure I stay in the shadows.
Get the intruder!
Okay, maybe I need a berserk dart here. Let's make that happen.
Intruder! And he shall not be here! Oh, come on, head, I can't think.
Okay. I think that reset everybody. Let's get this guy done. Alright. So I sabotaged that bell, which kept me safe from this dude.
Damn, so close. Next time.
Alright. So this might not seem so exciting for stream broadcast, but this is like the when the game is best at stealth. When you're able to move between hiding spots, time your kills perfectly so they're not discovered. And it's also sophisticated enough to the point where, okay, you can be spotted by one or two dudes and you're not totally out of it. You don't have to fight every single person, every single guard in the game. There is a way to recover from that. I'm really glad for that. So this will be the second bell. I don't know what this old friends thing is. Maybe I'll whistle. I don't think this guy's gonna naturally head in this direction. Okay, now I can do the bell.
Alarm! Help me, damn it! Ah!
So you just default to the sleep darts, I think. I need to find another bell. See. Maybe a guy in the tower here. I sleep dart that guy. Probably what I want to do. I'm not entirely sure I can manage that. I should probably continue doing what I'm doing. Slowly taking out these guards. So in order to take out these two, I'll probably need a double assassinate. Fortunately, cannot spare them. I think they're actually too close. Or too far away, rather. So, okay. Let me... Seems like a job for a berserk dart. Take out this dude. Okay. How about I sleep dart this guy. Wait for that guy to look away. And knock them both out. Good use of my darts. And I have them as tools, so might as well. Okay, this will be the last bell. Can the dude in the tower see me? I don't think so. Maybe I should actually take this guy out first. That guy can see me. Okay, so I'll wait for him to turn around and then sabotage this one. So far, so good. Now, it says visit old friends. After escaping from almost a year of imprisonment, Edward breaks back into a British military prison with the assassin Atabai to free Anne and Marie. So I wonder if just Anne and Marie are the old friends. Probably be obvious that what I will have to do. It looks like I can probably get there from here. Now that I have the bells taken care of. Say that was a very successful stealth segment. Did not have to resort to too much combat. Keep going this way, I think. See, there's a dude down there, right? Prison's that way. We head around this way. Okay, this guy's coming back, so I should probably stay put for a little while. Yeah, I like how the design of this entire prison area is meant for good stealth. It rewards people who want to try and path their way around. Like they can use these little, what are these, gutters? I don't know. These areas as ways to sneak around. So I think I need to go down here. Hide in here for a second. I've already explored this area previously, so I don't have to worry about doing all of the collectibles and everything. I think I've pretty much explored the entire world, except for that Long Bay. I have to head back to Long Bay and finish up the collectibles there. Right over here. That's the last place I still have stuff to do. So when I have a free chance, free moment, I'll do that. Okay, when is a good moment to... Okay, I think I should whistle this dude. Knock him out. There we go. And then I can head inside. Alright. So, visit old friends. Still do that here. I'm assuming that the old friends will be in the prison somewhere. There'll be a hiding spot as well. I can keep in mind, I don't really use these doors. They've been all around in the cities, but however, I have not used them. Because they're really difficult to spot. So when you're frantically trying to run away from guards, it's tough to actively find them and then make use of those particular hiding spots. Do I want to whistle that guy or just take him out? Probably just take him out. I don't want to risk him. And I can pick up the body and move him somewhere else. Okay. There should be a new map now. There is. However, I don't see anything about old friends. Okay. Guards are watching though, I can't take these guys out until... I can take that one out. There we go. Slowly wait for the right moment and rewarded. Yeah, this is the stealth I like the most in Assassin's Creed. And I think I continue to like it just because it doesn't really use it all that much. There aren't too many opportunities to actually make use of it. In this game at least, I think that's because there's been a greater focus on the naval combat. And there have been some stealth sequences in... I think this is one of the old friends. Yeah, makes sense. There are some like ship stealth sequences, but they're not quite the same as, you know, using your environment to your advantage to slip through the shadows, taking down guards methodically. Oh, okay. Vane actually survived. I don't see how Vane could have lived. But okay, it's interesting to see that Vane did survive. He wasn't killed. Kenway didn't kill him. I guess he just knocked him out. Very interesting. Still tragic what happened to him, though. Because he's still mad even now. He's still... By mad, I mean insane. He went insane on the island. So, he never really recovered from that ordeal. That is a shame. Yes, this guy's coming this way. I can wait here for him to turn around. There we go. There aren't any dudes in these cells, right? Well, there are dudes, but not the friends I'm looking for. May have to do a double assassinate here. That's the only way. But also, I guess... Oh, whoops. Free Mary, however, still also wants to kick dart this guy, I guess. Okay, I have assassin people working with me, I suppose. Where's my other friend? Did I miss him? I don't see anybody else. I'm not getting an interact button. Maybe it'll be later on. Probably. Okay, well, I guess there's only one thing to do right now.
Mary, it's me, Edward.
Edward? Who's this fella?
It's all right, Anne. He's a friend. What's wrong with Mary?
She's ill.
And her child?
They took her. No idea where. Oh! Oh! Oh!
I know it pains my lady, but we must be silent. Can you walk? Lean on me, Mary. Come on.
Okay. I think maybe the developers of Assassin's Creed 4, they really liked Uncharted 2 and that segment in that game where you're doing something very similar to this. That was a very powerful scene. Let's see if this one lives up to that one.
Stop, please. I ain't leaving you, damn it. Lift your arm. It's no good.
There's no one here!
I ain't leaving you nowhere. Anyway.
Put me down, Edward. Don't die on my account. Go.
This is such a pain in the ass. Damn it. You should have been the one to outlast me.
I've done my part. Will you?
If you came with me, I could. Mary.
I'll be with you, can we? I will.
Okay, still also looking for the friends, right? Yeah, visit old friends, 1 out of 2. And I looked in every single prison, so I'm not sure what else there is to see here. Maybe I missed just one of them, and oh well. For purposes of the stream, I'm going to continue on. Maybe I will find that last one later. Well. Okay. So I'm still not seeing where these old friends are. I'm only seeing one. Guess the assassins cleared the path for me. Yeah, it won't be a big deal for me to play this mission over again, just because it is pretty good. Okay, so I had to fight that one. Fortunate that they were right there. This is a fairly emotionally resonant scene, however.
The bastard's over there!
Where, like I said before, what it really needs to make it better is we needed more development with Mary Reed's character. We needed a little bit more to that. She played a more integral part in the story than this.
What's wrong?
What's happening now would be much more emotional, and it would have earned that power, that that tragedy here.
Oh no. Oh God! Oh.
What will you do now?
Nothing sensible.
You haven't earned this, but they suit you. Good fortune to you, Edward Kenway.
Yeah, okay, well, apparently there is an old friend somewhere in that level that is unaccounted for. I have to find that. I have to replay it and find this friend. I don't know, I thought I checked every single cell. I only found one. That's okay. This I won't show it on stream because of how long it is, how long this mission was. But I will I'll do the 100% completion on this mission. So, I would rate this one 5 stars. A really great stealth, really well-designed environment to make use of that stealth as well. So I think it was brilliant, very powerful. Well, comparably powerful scenes compared to the rest of the game. However, due to the lack of development of these characters in the beginning up until now, I think it hasn't really earned that the emotional resonance that it's trying to convey. Although there is a little bit of it, you know. But what it's trying to be a powerful scene, but it really needs to earn that. But you can only earn that if you develop the character, if you make us care about these characters. And there just wasn't enough of that in the beginning, so. Otherwise, still a 5-star mission. Game continue on. We're apparently I can't actually move. He's distraught, I guess. I've never actually seen something like this in the Assassin's Creed, using the loading screen as a sort of storytelling, conveying a little bit of something here. Interesting.
Bring a bottle. I see some color first.
Will this do? In all your years out here, you could never achieve what I've done in 1/5 the time. Because you're a good man, Edward, see? Goodness is your disease.
That's my prize, Roberts. Give it here!
Remember my creed, boy. A short life and a merry one, that is all. The world owes us nothing more than this. So take what you will, and then die before you live to see yourself made a fool.
Give it here.
That's right, boy, take it.
I'll sweeten you, maggot. I'll cut you down!
Very story-centric, interactive scene here. I like how this is not done through a cutscene, that you do have a little bit of control. It lets you be in the shoes of the character. However, let's be clear here, there isn't a whole lot of interaction going on. It's just a nice little treat that there's at least something for you to interact with, even if it is very slight. In this case, I think it's at least better than doing it through a cutscene.
Calm, little puppy, and slink back to your kennel. You haven't the mettle for my brand of madness. Robert!
Welcome aboard, Kenway. It's prizes, plunder, and adventure ahead. Are you game?
Out of my way, Ben.
Raise a glass to freedom, lads. Here's to gentlemen of fortune and women of leisure.
To a world full of rogues, better than all the kings and queens that kick us about.
As gentlemen of fortune, we enjoy plenty and satisfaction, pleasure and ease, liberty and power. What man with a sensible mind would choose the former life? For I have dipped my hands in muddied waters, and, withdrawing them, find 'tis better to be a commander than a common man!
Well, I think like the storytelling these scenes, these interactive scenes are trying to convey are very well done. However, the story that they're trying to tell isn't as well done as the way it's being told. Here we're also seeing the meaning of the jackdaw name of Kenway's ship. Making explicit what the reference is. Very interesting. Yeah, I know, I'm just trying to, I know what the objective is, game. I just want to listen to that speech that's going on there.
No more than 2 years! You promised me!
You left! When I needed you the most!
But you had me! What keeps you wondering? Do I not make you happy?
I can handle this.
Always tearing down when you could be building things up, or building yourself up if nothing else.
Just leave me be!
Change course, Edward! Change your bloody course before it's too late!
Gotta say, there's some pretty powerful storytelling scenes going on here, and it's really strange to see these things so far at the end of the game. Not like it's like totally different than anything that the game has done so far. So really strange to see this. You'd think that they'd exploit these types of scenes throughout, spread them throughout.
On your feet.
And it would have been like a sort of stylistic storytelling technique for the game overall, but for some reason, developers have chosen to concentrate them all into one major event.
Me too, brother. And you'll be tough to know your jackdaw is still in one piece.
So we set sail. You're leaving.
Aye, Edward. But I have another calling elsewhere.
Ade, listen.
When your heart and your head are ready, visit the assassins. I think you'll understand then.
If I'm right, what Adewale goes into here is what we see in the standalone expansion, Freedom Cry. And then you get to see there what happens with his character and his involvement with the assassins. I'm actually very excited to look forward, or to play Freedom Cry, because from what I hear, it's even better than Assassin's Creed 4. And because it is very short and succinct, it is a shorter experience, I think it won't be as susceptible to a lot of the problems that I had with Assassin's Creed 4. So, I think I'm gonna leave off the stream here. It's a perfect time to end. Now, what I'm going to do off stream, I'm going to replay that last mission. I want to make sure I get the 100% completion on that, so I don't think I'll be doing that on stream. Sometimes I replay those on the stream. I'll do them over again. However, the length of that mission, it's a little too long, and you know, it's so slow and methodical. I only want to show it one time through. So, I guess to end here, I'll quickly sum up my thoughts on those interactive scenes we saw there. Very light interaction, trying to convey a lot of powerful imagery, a lot of symbolism for sure. However, I think it all goes back to the story and how it has been underdeveloped for much of the beginning of the game, for the first half, and I think that's coming to bite Assassin's Creed 4 back in the bite it in the ass. And if the story had been a little bit more developed and more involved, more detailed, characters more developed, then a lot of what the game's trying to do right now will matter that much more. So, like, I can't say I feel a lot for the loss of Mary Read, because there just wasn't enough development there. There were a few good scenes earlier on, but not enough. So, all in all, like, those scenes, though, like, I know it's trying to be powerful, they kind of fall flat because of that lack of development in the beginning. Came back to bite it in the ass. And although really interesting and beautiful to look at, I think those scenes kind of they don't earn what they're trying to do. It ends up being a little pretentious even, because of that lack of development. You need to build up to those scenes. You can't just do them. Or I suppose you can do them, but then they just don't come across correctly. So I'll end it on that, and say thank you very much for watching. Again, we're getting very close to the end. I figure it'll be done within the next week. I wasn't sure if I was going to finish this episode, but apparently not. There's still more game left. So, catch up to the stream. by watching the archives on YouTube, which is youtube.com/YamsterSam. You can also follow me on Twitter to find out when I go live with the username @YamsterSam. And you can also watch me on Twitch. Follow me here by going to following my Twitch channel, which is twitch.tv/YamsterSam. So with that, I will see you later.